Morning, everybody. Just want to do a quick video on selecting a pressure washer. I get these questions constantly from folks. They have a driveway that needs to be cleaned, a sidewalk, roof, deck, whatever. There's so many different types of pressure washers out there. Very, very drastic differences in quality and price. I just want to go over with you briefly what you should look at when you're selecting a pressure washer to buy. So, if you're willing to spend some money, I would say at least $500, probably closer to $700. I would strongly recommend getting a lower end commercial unit. The one you're looking at right here is made by Northern Tools. It's one that was actually trash picked. It's a model number 1578201E. It has a Honda GX390 engine, a Cat 66DX35G1I pump. Maybe it's an L, I can't really tell. So this is a pretty, I wouldn't say it's super high-end, but it's maybe a medium grade commercial unit. The things that make it a commercial grade unit is the Honda commercial grade engine, the GX390. Other engines in this series that produce slightly less power are the GX340, GX270, anything in the GX series really. Another feature that makes it commercial grade is the Cat pump. So Cat is one of the industry leaders in pumps. Other good manufacturers include General Pump, AR. The most important thing, and Comet actually, most important thing when selecting a pump though is that you get a triplex plunger pump. The easiest way to identify that is you look at where this manifold is here on the pump. If it's on the side, it's probably a triplex plunger pump. If it's on the end, it's probably an axial cam drive pump. The axial pumps do not last as long. Neither pump is terribly resistant to being run dry. One of the nice things that Northern has done with this pump is, and this is actually what was wrong with it, there was a problem in this unloader valve. They also put a nice thermal valve here that will start to leak water if the pump starts to overheat. So if you keep the pump in bypass mode for too long, that is with the engine running but the trigger not on, and the water will gradually start to heat up, that'll start to leak water so that fresh water comes in to cool the pump. You cannot run these dry no matter what type of pump you have, and you don't want to run them too long in bypass. That is, again, with the engine on, water running, trigger not depressed. So again, what you're looking for a triplex plunger pump. You're looking for a commercial grade engine, ideally. Some other non-Honda commercial grade engines would be anything that's probably a Kohler horizontal shaft. I think they're all commercial grade. You won't see too many Kawasaki's. You'll see probably some Subarus. Probably forgetting a major manufacturer, and I apologize. Briggs & Strattons generally are not commercial grade, so if you see one with the Briggs engine, it's probably a steam pile. Hate to say it. A lot of them are aluminum bore. The Honda engines are all Honda GX engines are all cast iron bore. Ball bearing supported crankshaft on both ends. It's got a balancing shaft. In terms of what kind of power you need, if you're just doing a driveway, a deck, whatever, you don't need a big unit like this. This is a 4,000 PSI 3.5 gallon a minute unit. You could probably get by with a 3,000 PSI 3 gallon a minute unit, which will be maybe like 8 or 9 horsepower, something along those lines. But yeah, so for a model like this, you're going to be this model right here is probably about $1,200. Again, it was trash picked. There was nothing. It just needed a new unloader valve. After that, it was purred like a kitten. Another thing, you can rebuild these pumps. So if something goes wrong, you can buy a seal kit or a valve kit from the manufacturer. Spend an hour or two taking it apart and put it back together. I already rebuilt this pump when I got it. Just figured, trash picked it, didn't know what shape it was in. So I rebuilt this pump for maybe $150, $200, somewhere along those lines. The pump itself is probably $600 to replace, so it is cost effective. The axial cam drive pumps in their hand, they're generally not rebuildable. Some of them are, some of them are not, but generally they're not. I think that's just about it. Oh, and if you're doing a lot of flat surface cleaning, highly recommend one of these. This is a small model, but they make much bigger ones. This one's only about $100. It's made by BE. So I think it's called a Whirlaway. The way it works is the high pressure water comes into these jets and spins these things around. So it's almost like a lawnmower for a pressure washer. So the high pressure water will cause this thing to spin really fast, and it'll clean a much wider swath on the surface that you're trying to clean, like a driveway. So I think that's about it. If anybody has any questions or wants me to go over any more details, just let me know.